Welcome, join me as we step into the smoke and chaos of the Battle of the Wilderness. Today, surprising, almost unbelievable facts you won't find in ordinary summaries. The Wilderness was a second-growth forest, tangled, claustrophobic, and deadly to conventional tactics. Generals trained in Napoleonic open-field warfare found their maps meaningless here. Regiments dissolved in winding corridors of brush and vines. The forest itself was a third combatant, with briars snagging uniforms and men getting lost in the undergrowth. Officers on horseback were useless, and small hidden groups could hold larger forces because visibility and maneuver vanished. Black powder muskets produced thick smoke and acted like matches in the dry leaf litter. Sparks from volleys smoldered on the forest floor, then erupted into flames, merging into a spreading inferno. Imagine you are wounded on the ground, unable to move as smoke thickens around you. Stretcher bearers often couldn't find the injured through the haze. In a surprising show of humanity, soldiers from both sides sometimes called unofficial truces to drag wounded men to safety. The fire didn't care whose uniform you wore, it consumed friend and foe alike. At the top was a titanic clash: Robert E. Lee versus Ulysses S. Grant. Lee, the brilliant home territory tactician, used the woods to offset the Union's superior numbers. But Grant, relentless and fresh from Vicksburg, had a different aim: destroy Lee's army. When Grant crossed the Rapidan River in May 1864, he wasn't chasing territory, he was hunting Lee. His Army of the Potomac plunged into the worst possible place for a set-piece battle. The phrase "fog of war" became literal. Black powder smoke blanketed the forest, dropping visibility to near zero. Men reported seeing only a few feet ahead, fighting by sound, muzzle flashes, or the screams of comrades. Entire regiments stumbled into friendly lines, making friendly fire common. The world shrank to a terrifying bubble of noise and choking smoke. After 2 days, the cost was staggering: roughly 18,000 Union casualties and 11,000 for the Confederates. Tactically, it was a grim, indecisive mess. By old measures, Lee had checked Grant, but Grant's aim wasn't a single battle result. He refused to be satisfied with short-term logic. This ground was already a boneyard. The Battle of Chancellorsville the year before left graves and unburied remains. Rain and animals exposed skeletons, and soldiers in 1864 marched amid the haunting evidence of prior fights. Veterans sometimes recognized unburied comrades. The psychological impact was profound. The past was literally underfoot. The night of May 7th, the fighting stopped. The army faced a choice at a fork in the road. Soldiers expected the familiar retreat north, but Grant ordered movement, not withdrawal. He turned his staff and horses south toward Spotsylvania Courthouse. When the army followed, a wave of understanding swept the ranks. They were advancing. Veteran soldiers cheered. Grant's refusal to retreat signaled a strategic pivot, the start of the Overland Campaign, a grinding war of attrition. This was the new face of modern, industrialized warfare. The Wilderness left no clean victor, but it forged a more brutal conduct of war. It's a reminder that tactics, terrain, and human suffering are inseparable. Today, those tangled woods are memorials, but the truest history is found in the letters of soldiers describing the fires, the smoke, and the skeletons underfoot. If you take one thing away, history is people, not just strategy. Thank you for joining me. To explore more surprising history, subscribe to the channel. Until next time.